advertising sale. So for a limited time, when you purchase 1 week of Radio on Fire commercials for $60, you get an additional week absolutely free. We currently reach over 331,000 men and women per month. Get your message in front of the Radio on Fire audience of 22 to 50 years old today. Visit radioonfire.com for more details or call 443-604-9153. We are back on Baltimore Flava Radio. Mr. Antoine, the girl V. Jay McGraw, the mogul in the building. If y'all want to call in and holler at us, man, the number is 404-436-1277. Shout out to my girl, DJ Ecstasy. The Dom J's are in the building.
Yeah.
And we're going to turn it over now to my main man.
Yeah, man.
The gifts. Blizzard.
You already know what it is. Your boy Blizzard. What's going on, y'all?
Blizzard. M.A.M. Records.
M.A.M. Records Mogul Club. We in the building.
And I got to give a shout out to him because he's taking time off of his own show.
Yeah.
To come and hang out with Baltimore Flava.
Oh, man,
Radio
you already know. It's all love, man. I appreciate y'all having me.
And I didn't realize that this was your first time.
He got a feeling, though, so don't.
Yeah, he has a feeling. A very capable queen filling in for him tonight.
He's
good. Right. I'm good.
So we had an M.A.M. takeover. That was what, about 7 months ago?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Blizzard wasn't able to be in the building, so he said, forget the rest of the crew. I'm coming by myself.
Yeah. I mean,
actually, he was working.
I was working.
He was on tour. He was on tour overseas.
Yeah. He was working with the kids. Blizz do that with the kids, though.
Yeah, I work for an organization. It's called Holistic Life Foundation. We do like yoga and mindfulness with kids throughout the city.
Dope.
So I work in like a lot of different schools. I do on Wednesdays I do a hip hop class at Creative Charter. So yeah,
that's his day job.
Yeah,
and at night he's in the booth.
Well, actually, I would say, how does it feel to actually like the job that you're doing? Because a lot of people work 9 to 5s who don't like what they're doing.
I felt like I don't went through the fire. Shouts out to Radio on Fire. I don't went through the fire for real, because I didn't. Like a couple of the jobs I had before was like restaurant jobs, and like managers wasn't treating you right. And like with this job, it's like it don't even seem like they your bosses. It's like they your brothers.
Right.
So
that exists out here, huh?
Yeah, it exists.
And you get to work with the kids.
And I get to work with the kids, man. Yeah.
That would be the joint for me, working with the kids.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. Changing their lives, man, and just to be an inspiration to them. You know, because they might not have it at home. Right. So when I get to work, I'm there to inspire and work with them.
Yeah.
So how long you been doing music?
Oh man, I can't remember how long. I just know I started out with the tape recorders and karaoke's. That's how I started it
so
off.
So you was listening to already when we still had the cassette.
Yeah, I was doing like my own karaoke.
And you were doing a karaoke.
Yeah, so like for instance, like my favorite song back in the day was Lil Wayne, "The Block Is Hot." So I would rap the words just like Lil Wayne in my own, in my own version. And I mean, that's how I really started with the music.
Can I ask you top 5 albums, not artists?
Top 5 albums?
Albums.
Let's see. We got Tupac's Greatest Hits. This one, this two. B.I.G. What was it called? I can't remember.
Life After Death?
Yeah. Life After Death.
Ready to Die.
Eminem.
First one. Or the
Marshall Mathers.
Jay-Z.
Which one?
Reasonable
Blueprint 1 and 2.
Blueprint
1 and 2. And
Blizzard presents 1980.
Thank you. Ding.
That's my job.
And that's a perfect segue. Let's talk about the project, man.
Man, it's out. It's still out right now. Blizzard presents 1986. It's out right now on Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, any of those other sites. I'm in the process of getting more copies done, and promoting it a little bit more. Jay been on me about it, so I'm about to hop back on that for real.
That's why you're here, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
why you're here. We get ours off the top, though. So
I got you.
Now you said presents 1986.
Right.
So that was, wow.
That's the year I was born.
That was the year you was born.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you look at the cover, you will see, shouts out to Landlord Flyer 1, Memorial Stadium, because I'm from around that area, that Greenmount, Old York area. So you'll see Memorial Stadium, and then you'll see a reflection of me as a baby. Like, it's a beautiful cover.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, being born in '86,
right?
by the time you really started listening to the radio, so to speak, you were really starting to get into hip hop when it was coming into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What influenced you to say I want to pick up the mic and do this?
Oh man, yeah, you know them Cash Money days. But I remember just being a kid riding in the back seat of my mother's car, and she just blasting Erykah Badu and Mary J. Blige, and that was the type of vibe that I was on. So yeah.
So I gotta ask the hard question that I've asked every MAM artist that has come through Baltimore Flava Radio.
Let's go. I'm ready.
They work with Jay.
Yeah, man. How is your how is it working with Jay, man?
Man, he's the man. I can't
Evidently,
complain.
some don't like it. Some left.
He the man though. He the man. The thing is, I knew Jay for a while, and I was with other, working with other, organizations and companies or whatever you want to call it. And Jay always was the one to reach out to me. So he just kept reaching out to me, and then I would go through situations where I felt like I was about to quit, and the first person that was right there is Jay McGraw. So, I gave it a chance, and it's been a blessing. I got my project out, I got my own banner, a big old banner. Yeah. It's love, man. I did a tour, 1986 tour. Yep. Did a lot, and, more coming. Yeah.
And I told Queen this when she was here a couple of weeks ago, and I always go back to that little night that I was in the studio with y'all.
Yeah.
And Jay was, he was
on it. Yeah.
He was in his Dame Dash mode.
Yeah.
Right there. But I understood why. But I love the fact, man, that y'all didn't get on this old.
Nah. You gotta take criticism, especially in this business.
Healthy.
Yeah. Criticism. Healthy criticism. And anytime Jay gonna say something, I know it's gonna be healthy and it's gonna help us out. So you gotta pay attention and listen.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Baltimore rap scene.
How
you feel?
It's cool, I guess.
I don't know if you really mean that because I saw the look on your face.
No, it's cool. The thing is, I'm when I first came on the scene, I was more of a supporter than an artist. So I feel like now I'm trying to be more of an artist than a supporter, but at the same time, I'ma still show love and support. If a dude, the other day, I don't even know who the dude was, and he just came up to me and was selling his CD. And, I bought it. For $5, just because he from Baltimore and I want to support and show love to my city. So, yeah.
I think MAM, man, is definitely a strong movement as far as what y'all have, not only from the music standpoint, but from the business standpoint. And I see that Jay definitely stays on top of y'all.
Yeah.
As far as, what you want to do next level as far as business.
Business?
Yeah. What are your thoughts? What do you want to do?
He's scared to answer that because I've been on him.
Well, right now I'm in the process of working on a mixtape, kind of. So, that's it. And I want to eventually own my own entertainment company, whereas I have a building that's for kids to come, and if they want to come to the studio, they can come to the studio. Have different workshops and things like that. Maybe incorporate the yoga and the meditation and everything like that as well.
Robert Coleman is one of the elementary schools that incorporated the meditation.
That's where I work at.
Oh, really?
I went to Robert Coleman.
Yeah.
That was the first elementary school to do it. So shouts to Robert Coleman.
Yeah, that's where I work at. Shouts out to Robert Coleman.
Yeah, so that's dope.
Uh-huh.
You gotta come and host one of his. He has what? It's what do you do? Once the
talent shows.
Once a year. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Talent shows.
Yeah. Come and host one of his.
I'm definitely yeah. I want all the media. It's actually in June. I don't have the date yet. But I'm gonna invite a lot of media, so Baltimore Flava Radio, yeah, definitely. If y'all could be in the building, I know y'all work schedule, so.
I work for the state, bro.
Word.
All my state employees.
Word.
Nah, I can make that happen, especially if it's for the kids, man.
Yeah, man. It's beautiful, man. Yeah.
So this current project, we heard We Can Go, and like V was saying, that has this definite summertime vibe to it. What else you got working on?
The thing about We Can Go is not even on the project.
Oh, it's okay.
Nah. That's something that I recorded last year, and it was a kind of I don't want to say a throwaway track, but it was Valentine's Day, so I was I'm gonna go ahead and drop it on Valentine's Day.
That's a nice track.
So,
That's
yeah.
timeless. You can play that forever.
Exactly. So that's not on there, but it's called Personal Reflections, and basically what I did was I took some time off just to reflect on my life and different situations going on as far as family and stuff like that, and it's all gonna be in the music. So that's why it's called Personal Reflections. And I mean, it'll be out soon. I kind of have a date, but I ain't gonna tell nobody.
We don't give dates.
Yeah, we don't give dates.
Because then if it don't drop, then they be like, on
Yeah.
Baltimore Flava Radio, he said he was gonna drop on.
Jay don't like dates. We don't do dates. We just say coming soon.
Coming soon. So Jay, from the label owner standpoint, how is it working with Blizzard as an artist?
That's a good question.
That's why I asked.
Nah, actually, Blizzard's been one like those day ones, man. Like you can't question his loyalty or nothing. It's like he's there. I know he's there. He's one of them dudes that goes in and get the job done. Sometimes, we had to motivate each other.
Yeah.
But that's just any regular day-to-day life, As I was saying last week, this industry is one of the toughest industries. It could break you if you let it. So we just build each other up, man.
Yeah.
That's why it's called motivated artists making
Right,
records.
I always love that.
Yeah,
So he said that, he was he had been through some other situations as far as records were as far as record labels were concerned.
Right.
What was it about Blizzard that made you want to bring him into
Right.
MAM?
It's just something about him. Like we vibe. Like I told him even if he's never on his label, it's just we still bros.
Yeah. I still was at the cookouts. I still was everywhere.
Yeah,
I was
like
I was
I
there.
call his mother moms. Like
Yeah.
that's just the way it is. Like I've been to the igloo.
Yeah. Shouts out to Igloo.
Yeah,
Well, what's the igloo?
that's
I tell you off there.
that's his man cave. Okay,
Yeah,
let's call
yeah.
it that. Yeah,
Igloo.
That at all. I ain't mad at that. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the igloo off air though.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that
Yeah,
a little
man.
bit
It's a
more.
nice place. It's a nice place.
yeah. So what is the transition from 1986 to Personal Reflections?
I would just say Personal Reflections is going to be, like the title says, it's going to be more personal, and it's going to be more of a reflection of my life. I feel like Blizzard Presents 1986, by the way, was my first official album, so that was like my introduction. I'm just giving you part of me from where I was born at and things like that. And this is just going to be like kind of like the things that I've been going through like recently and things like that. So it's going to be like more up to date. And I feel like people going to relate to it more, kind of, I feel like.
So as a person who's 9 to 5, so to speak, is working with children, how important is it to you to make sure that, in addition to talking about grown stuff, because you are an adult,
Right.
but you also know that a lot of the kids that you work with,
Yeah.
may listen to your music.
Oh, the
how
thing-
important is it to make sure that you
Crazy.
listen to them?
It's crazy that you said that because I've been like promoting the mess out of We Can Go on Instagram, and I got a lot of the kids follow me on Instagram, so they came up to me like, "Hey, I love the song," things like that. But the thing about my music is I always try to keep it clean and positive and inspirational and motivational. Like it's barely anytime you'll hear me curse in a song. Maybe in a feature if I'm featured on that track or something like that. But if it's like just me, you're not going to hear me like curse on it. And Jay can tell you that. Like Blizzard Presents 1986, the only curse word I said on there was damn. And I was just talking about a girl.
Send me some radio edited music.
Gotcha.
Evidently, he doesn't have to edit it
That's the
since he's
whole
not.
album.
That's why I said they don't edit.
If Dina's
Well,
playing
send me
it, then
some
it's
radio
definitely
edited
edited.
music.
Yeah.
But why is that important to you though? Why is that important to you?
I mean, I feel like just because I want to be like a family, I look at it from a vision standpoint. Like a family can be in a car and they could be going on like a cruise, a trip, a far trip. I want them to just put that album in
ride to it.
and just ride to it. I don't want them to be like, oh, no, we can't listen to that song. It's too much cursing. So I look at it like that. And then from the job I have, it's like certain things that I have to uphold myself to. Like I got to make sure I'm staying the same person that I am when I'm talking to these kids and I'm inspiring them and I'm telling them to calm down and take deep breaths. So I just want to make sure I'm that same person, that same inspirational person. I mean, it get hard at times. People try you, but
Of course.
you just got to, black it out and do what you're supposed to do.
I appreciate you for that, man.
Alrighty, brother.
A lot of rappers these days feel like they gotta cuss every other word. To get
Nah,
the-
man.
Yeah.
That's why when you hear it on the radio, it ain't nothing playing
Right.
but the beat.
Right. 80% of the song is just
Right.
beat playing because everything else is being edited out, man.
Exactly.
Now, what do you feel about the current stage of hip hop, where as though everybody calls it the mumble rap phase, where as though a lot of the music is just the beat. It's
Yeah.
not really words or substance.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I listen to it. Like when I'm in my car riding. Shouts out to my car.
Yeah, it
driving that sang.
Shout out to the 86 Pacer.
Oh, no. 2010 Chevy Cobalt LT. Shouts out JD by riding. But yeah, I don't know. Like I listen to it when I'm in a car and things like that. But I mean, that's it. I don't really pay attention to it. I try to focus more on. Well, now I'm trying to focus more on myself than I have been focused on the industry. Because for a while, it seemed like I was focused more on what the industry is doing than what is Blizzard doing. And I kind of feel like it's backwards. I need to focus more on me than the industry. Yeah.
I just wanted to ask a question that I've been asking all month.
Yes, ma'am?
I knew that was coming.
Uh-oh.
I was just waiting for it.
You're in the education system, so it's possible 1,000 layoffs for the education faculty, not just teachers.
Right.
How do you feel about that, along with the approval of a $30 million youth jail?
I don't like it. Matter of fact, I saw something on the news yesterday about a sign. They spent like almost I don't remember the amount, but they spent so much money on this Welcome to Baltimore sign that they could have definitely put more into the schools.
So you know they said something about the casino revenue was supposed to go to
That was
education.
bullcrap.
Exactly, but like,
So how do you feel? Do you feel like shout outs to our last week guest Erica and
Right.
Ty Scola? You know, Ty Scola touched on the fact that it's going to force parents to parent and teach their children outside
and that's the thing.
school.
Like, by me working in the schools, I kind of feel how some of the teachers are coming. Like they to the point where they don't even want to teach anymore
because they gotta pretty much play so many different roles,
Exactly.
like mommy and daddy, and so they disciplining
Right.
children so
It's
they can
like-
get them to listen. Right?
It's like you got these kids that's maybe in like the 5th grade, but they on like a 1st grade reading level, and it's like they just passing them on like they don't care, and it's crazy how it's set up.
Unfortunately, you can go higher than the 5th grade with that, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it's people, like, it's kids
Yeah.
in the middle school level that's just reading on the 1st and 2nd
Exactly,
grade
like
level.
it's crazy, man. And like they just passing these kids along and just setting them up for failure, and not giving them no resources or nothing to
we
like
talked
back
about
up
that
more.
last week, the resources. And
Yeah.
So you pretty much feel the same as Ty a little bit. Like the parents, we force
Yeah,
to step because my mom taught me outside of school. When I came home from middle school, it was magazines, informational, like Lifetime magazines in front of
Exactly.
me to read out in addition to the homework that I had.
Right.
You know, so now I feel that
yeah.
definitely
Like if they putting that much money in a jail, they want that jail to be
30
filled up.
It's business. It's business.
It's business. They expect for that jail to be filled up.
Yeah.
Than a school to be filled up with kids trying to learn and better
So
themselves.
what about, because I'm just going to say my nephew has a hard time learning because of those some children in his class, and he wants to learn.
Right.
So like, what is your advice to the children that want to learn and they in a class full of people who has like discipline? I'm gonna say attention disorders. I would say.
I mean, the best
Short
thing.
attention spans.
I mean, the best thing I could say is just keep on trying to learn.
Right.
Just keep on trying to learn, or just speak up. Go to the principal. If the principal don't say nothing, talk to your parent and tell your parent to go down to the Baltimore City Public School, you know what I mean, superintendent building, or something like that. That's what I would say.
As an artist, how do you feel about most of the every time you turn on the internet, most of the time it's violent. We're getting beat up, fights, cops killing kids.
Nah.
Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I don't like it, but I mean, like, I'm only one person. I mean, I feel like marching and everything, that's cool, but like, you really gotta do something about it. That's why in my community, I'm actually like working with my community to like work with the youth and things like that as well, to try to like reach out to the kids that's on the corners.
Right.
Because like, I noticed in my neighborhood alone, it's like when they closed down the rec center, that's when the crime went up. That's when the kids was on the corner. Because when we was younger, we was just at the rec center till 10, 11 o'clock playing basketball. We wasn't worried about sitting on nobody's corner or nothing like that. And now around my neighborhood, we got the YMCA, but everybody can't afford that membership.
I was about to say it's a membership.
So,
right.
yeah, it's crazy, man.
But the good thing about it, though, man, is that you're trying to work in the community, but you're also in the school. And it's good to
Right.
see a young brother in the school, you know,
Positive platform.
taking these kids out doing different things. How many
Exactly.
black kids doing yoga these days, honestly?
Exactly,
So
man.
to just be doing that is awesome, man. So I commend you.
That's some Hindu type stuff.
That's-
That's Hindu.
That whole ring gate show.
That's that Arab stuff.
That's the stuff they was
She's
doing.
like,
Right, what was she doing?
you gotta breathe in your nose.
Was she doing some chants or something?
Yeah, like, I don't know. You supposed to breathe in your nose and out your nose.
That's it.
No, you be like, inhale deep,
We'll work on that.
fill your stomach up.
We're going to teach you
All
that.
right, we'll teach you that off there. Wait, yeah.
Real quick, man. Let everybody know how they can follow you on social media.
Oh, man,
Introduce your second song.
All right, bet. So,
I didn't pour it.
ooh. All right, you can hit me up on Twitter at BMoreBlizz, Instagram at Blizzard86, Snapchat me that, yeah, though. Blizzard36, Facebook, Blizzard1986. Facebook times Blizzard. Oh, yeah, I mean, hit me up, 443-741-7406. I give my number out because, you know what I mean, I'm that type of person.
That's what it is. Shout out to you, man. Salute you.
Congratulations.
I don't
Appreciate
need
it.
to tell you that the door is always open. You already know you found
Oh
it.
man, I know what the door is now. I done parked on Maryland Avenue. I know what the door is now.
And shout out your show real quick, man.
Oh yeah, man. Shouts out to Be Exposed Radio. It's the Be Inspired Radio Show. Comes on Wednesdays.
Shout out to Naomi.
Yeah, shouts out to Naomi and HL7, the whole Be Exposed family.
Both of y'all gotta come through the VMix.
Let's
So
go.
Make sure y'all.
Let's
both-
make it happen, man. Let's
He
make it
on
happen.
the same time that we are, so y'all can watch us for
Yeah,
an
that's
hour.
why I ain't want.
Y'all can watch us for an hour and 45
I ain't want to say the
You
time.
can switch back in between.
I ain't want to say the time. That's why I just said yeah on Wednesdays.
Y'all can watch us for an hour and 45 minutes and then get from the last 15.
Yeah, I be doing the same
Nah,
thing. I be like,
It's all good, man. But definitely salute to you, man. You already
Alrighty.
know it's nothing but love here, man. And the door is always open, man. We
Alrighty.
appreciate you.
Before we do this new track, can I like kind of talk about it a little bit, if you don't mind?
Go.
All right, so this track, right, because people might get it twisted. So the track is called Envy Me because I feel like by me taking that time out, reflecting on myself, I just feel like people, like certain people that's supposed to be my friends is like really not my friends, and like they envy me for real. Like they envy like everything I'm doing and stuff like that. So
Ooh.
that's all.
I can relate.
So it's called Envy Me. You'll love it. Yeah. Personal reflections coming soon.
All right, MVP, we're going to get into that. Do you have the hottest track in the DMV? Let Pipeline Radio be the judge. Submit two of your hottest songs to djtwizbiz@gmail.com. Subject line, #DMVPipe10 before February 28th for the hottest in the DMV contest. Artists, here's your chance to shine. Send that music today. We're going to turn this back over to DJ Ecstasy. We're going to drop this last song by Blizzard, and then we're just going to let her go in. This is Baltimore Flava Radio, radioonfire.com.